What's up, everybody? Welcome into a special Thanksgiving edition of the Fantasy Football Game Show. I'm your host, Simon, joined as always by my co-host, John Lou Garofalo, Joey Wright, your favorite Front Yard fam member. Tim Wright is here with us, as well as two special guests and members of the Front Yard fam. We got G-Man Jay and Scott Fish here with us. What's up, Jay and Scott?
It's nice to meet you guys.
And nice to meet you. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, absolutely.
I have a question for Jay and Joey. Simon every week says, joined with me as always. Is there some dementia going on? Like, you guys are always on the show. Like, sometimes you guys miss. Does he not realize this?
He hasn't been able to figure it out.
When you're not there sometimes?
He constantly imagines us in the room, wherever he is. It's
Who doesn't?
It's fair.
You're always there in his heart.
Patty said hello.
I don't say as every time. I say as always, though. And they will always be here until we run out of peanuts, at which point Joey will stop showing up. But guys, we brought Scott, Jay, and the whole crew on here today for a Thanksgiving draft that we are going to be running through. We're going to be filling out the ultimate NFL Thanksgiving. What does that mean? Well, I'm going to tell you, we're going to draft 5 positions to fill out an ultimate roster. You need to draft an NFL player that's going to be coming with you as your dinner guest. You need to draft an NFL coach who's going to be cooking that turkey. You need to draft an announcer that is going to give the toast at your Thanksgiving dinner. You need to draft a former NFL player that is going to be the quarterback for your Turkey Bowl team. And then last but not least, you need to draft a side dish. Which Thanksgiving side dish are you bringing? We'll go through these 5 rounds, see who puts together the best team. You guys can vote and tell us who does that best. Before we go, though, Scott, I believe you wanted to say something to everybody in the chat before you jumped off here.
Oh, yeah. I just I can't stay today. I just wanted to say happy Thanksgiving to everyone. And it's time to be thankful, and I'm thankful for a lot of things in my life. One of the big things is just my friendship with some of the guys on this show and many of the guests they've had, the people in the chat. It's a wonderful thing to have been a part of the chat family and FYF fam for it feels like years now. I remember when I first met JL, it was at an FSGA, and I was shy and nervous, and he was talking to some CBS guys, and I went up to him and I'm like, "Are you JL Garoppolo?" It was just a fun moment that I'll always cherish.
I love that. I love that story.
Yeah.
And I was looking forward to kicking you off the show, and then you come on and say something really
Just
nice
be
like
all
that.
I was hovering on that remove button. I was hovering, guys.
I love you guys. I truly love you guys.
We love you right back. We appreciate you.
Be a part of this show and watch this show when I get time too. I will say the announcer should be Paul Allen or Kevin Harlan, and the side dish should absolutely be Snicker salad. If you don't know what Snicker salad is, Google it. It's cut up Snickers, cut up Granny Smith apples.
It's the most Minnesota thing you've ever said. Is Snicker salad, Scott. That's there's no doubt that you're from Minnesota.
A Minnesota delicacy.
It's such a Minnesota delicacy. Absolutely. So, I love you guys.
We love you too, my friend.
Come on and just say happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
We are so grateful for you. We appreciate you coming on.
Scott, appreciate you taking the time. And even though you won't be drafting with us, you will be racing with us to determine draft order. We've got a guy in the 100-yard rush with your name on it as an honorary racer in today's race to determine draft order. Scott, really appreciate it, man.
See you guys later.
Peace, Scott.
Hey, so guys, listen. Do you think Scott's the kind of guy that just skips a line at Disney? Because he did his whole draft. He said he would have picked it and then just left.
Yeah.
It's like he just doesn't want to hang. He just wants to do the thing and then get away.
Yeah.
100%.
Now we can't pick any of them.
Yeah, now we definitely can't. What are you going to say?
Shoot.
You're going to have more on Snicker salad than Scott Fish, the guy who invented Minnesota? No, that
Stuck on Milky Way salad.
True, he's on their current, like the quarter with Minnesota. It's just a picture of Scott Fish on the back.
We got Matt here in the chat ready for today's show, and we got Jay muted in the bottom right-hand corner thinking everybody's ignoring him. Matt says,
you are correct.
Reminding Good Burger 2 came out today on Paramount Plus. Scamper stopping by with happy Thanksgiving, FYF fam. What up,
Hello.
Matt? Pouring out the Scampers. eliminated from
What
the
a
listener
loser.
league this week. There's 4 remaining, and
Who
Scampers is
gets
not
eliminated?
one of them.
I just imagining a cat getting thrown out of a window and making that "Meow" sound.
Yours was really good, JL.
Thank you.
Out
That's
in here
what-
with the hello, everyone. What's up,
What
Jay?
Scott just said is what I was saying there. Minnesota's redoing the state flag, and it's actually just going to be a picture of Scott Fish.
And the flag. They're just slowly replacing all of the people on any of their municipal stuff.
Dame stopping by with a hello, FYF. What's up, Dame? Welcome. And we got Andrea in the chat.
What up, Andrea?
Welcome, man.
Andrea,
In.
hello again.
Scamper said full barn, baby.
Oh,
The full
barn.
barn right here. One of our favorite Canadians stopping by in the chat. What's up, Dave? Welcome in. And Matt, I appreciate it. I like your hat. And a happy Thanksgiving from Dave with nothing but love. I see my mom sitting in the car right now on a road
Hi,
trip.
Mom.
See her?
In, Mom.
Is she there?
Oh, hey, Mom. Right outside.
I see my mom.
Mr. Scamper said Scott may have changed what I bring to the in-laws tomorrow.
Snicker salad.
Can you imagine someone
Those
with
aren't
no prior understanding of what Snicker salad is, like lives somewhere that isn't anywhere near the Midwest, and you show up at their house with a bowl of cold, wet Snickers bars?
And you took
I'm
some
just-
creative liberty, so you used cucumbers instead of Granny Smith apples.
Disgusting. It's the California Snickers salad.
Mr. Scamper's probably put some Yamix in there, though, too.
Do you guys have a
Oh, wait
do
a
you have a
minute.
cutting board I can borrow? I need to prepare my meal.
You just walk in with a grocery bag from like 7-Eleven with like 40 Snickers
Some
bars
counter
in it.
space I could clean off here.
We got Swamp in here. What's up, Swamp? Welcome in. And Maria stopping by with been a
Hey.
while. Miss you all.
What up, Maria?
Maria, I'm glad to see you in here. Could you do me a favor? I just remembered something. Could you go in the refrigerator and see if there's any olives in there? Because JL needs to pay off on a
Shit.
bet. Let's go see
I'm
if
on
there's
my
any
mom's
there.
house. She's
Thank
actually anti-olive. I totally forgot about that bet.
Um,
Now I'm
okay.
very sad. Now I am not thankful.
Can you fit an olive up each nose? And by each nose, I mean each nostril.
How big are
Yeah.
olives?
That's at least 6 olives.
At least 6 olives can go up your nose.
Think I can fit a 6-pack up each one?
Joey,
Yeah.
if he shoves 3 olives in each nostril, can he do that instead of eating them? Fully inserted?
Yes.
You said yes?
The olives just need to be inserted in his body in some form or fashion. And I'll be content.
Ear?
All right.
In an orifice. JL, you heard that. Any orifice will do. Start prepping your holes for some olives.
You are not going to
Watch out,
believe this,
Orcus.
doctor.
Yeah. That's what I'm thankful for.
And I'm thankful that I got all my buddies here to do a draft today. Before we get into that, though, a couple reminders for everybody. If you like watching us do nonsense like this here on your phone, on your tablet, on your TV, wherever you're watching us, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel at Front Yard Fantasy. Hit the little notification bell. You'll make sure you never miss us live every week at 3 p.m. Eastern time, usually on Thursday, unless there happens to be a turkey-eating, football playing, beer drinking, family-loving holiday like there is this Thursday.
Yeah.
Once a year.
Yeehaw. Yeah, once a year we don't go on Thursdays, except whenever that happens again for some other reason,
Like Thanksgiving.
like Thanksgiving next year. I forgot what I was saying. Yeah, follow us,
Draft.
and then we're going to draft is what we're doing. I'm going to go ahead and pull this 100-yard rush up here to determine the draft order. If you've never seen one of these before, it's just a race. Each one of these players has our name on it. Whoever finishes first is going to go first. Whoever finishes second is going to go second, all the way down to fifth. Scott is just racing. He will not be drafting with us, but he is in there. If you're looking for
Ooh,
your
I like this
character,
idea.
they are wearing your favorite NFL team's colors.
Aw.
So JL, it may be the Vikings and the Ravens. So make sure you look for your name. But besides that, you should be able to find
You
it.
don't get 2, JL.
Were
Okay.
turkeys an option for today to have our guys be little turkeys gobbling down the field?
Is Jay's character Spider-Man?
His character's slow as hell is what Jay's
Scott.
character is.
That's about right.
That ain't Spider-Man. Oh,
He heard you. He heard you. Come on.
Scott Fish is
Of
running
course
about
he's
as
gonna
much as
win.
he did off this show today.
Oh, yeah. He heard
No
you.
way.
Oh no!
Oh,
Oh,
crap.
no!
Come on, Joey!
Spidey's
Oh,
Joey! No!
JL got it! No, you can do it, Simon.
Spidey just decided he was done.
You are fine.
Yes.
take your time, Simon. Take your time.
Not like we got it.
That was me growing up in those little pool, those like pool swim meets, and you're on the paddleboard, and I'm the last little kid sitting there kicking, and all the parents kind of gather around all the kids. They're like, "Yeah, don't cheer for me." It's a shame.
Don't look at me.
Don't look at me. Let me finish.
Don't look at me.
So it was JL, Tim, Joey, Jay, Simon.
Simon. Yeah.
That's the final order of this draft, and that is what we will be doing. Man, I am quite disappointed in my little guy there, not doing such a good job. Man, that's not the first time this week I've been disappointed in my little guy. Dave in here said, "What a finish!" And
What
Scott
a
said,
finish.
"I broke my leg at the 38."
Joey's character was just like taking his fucking time down there for the whole time and then just like.
Also, Skipper said, "Show's over. Thanks, Simon." So just show up, do a 100-yard rush, and leave.
Apparently,
Look at him shut up.
Monter St. Brown was my player today because he just stalled himself inside the 5-yard line the whole time.
Swamp wants to know, so just curious, from the top of y'all's heads, can you name the top 5 passing yards leaders right now? Do you guys think you can name? I bet
Tua.
Tua's up there.
Sam Howell.
Stroud.
Howell.
Mahomes.
Sam
Howell
Howell
was number
Stroud.
1 for a while.
Yeah, how?
So we got Howell, Tua, Mahomes, Stroud. I don't even think Mahomes might
I
not
was
be
gonna
up
say,
there.
he's
Actually,
having a great physical season.
The answer's
Oh.
no, Swamp.
Got to be up.
Yeah, the answer is no.
Yeah, don't ask us football questions. Like,
All right. Well, guys, we're going to get into our draft, jail. You've got the first overall pick. A reminder how this is going to work. It's going to be a snake draft. You can fill any of these positions with any term, but it's only one per position for each team. To run back over it again, the NFL player you're bringing as your dinner guest, the NFL coach who's going to cook the turkey. You've got the former player who's going to QB your turkey bowl team, destroy your cousins. You've got the announcer or analyst that is going to give the toast at dinner. And then your favorite side dish, whichever side dish you're bringing along with you. JL, you're up first. It is wide open. Which category and which thing are you taking?
All right. I have to go side dish first because there's not that many options, especially for me.
Gotta say, speak for yourself there, buddy.
I'm going mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes 101.
that's a good one.
Yeah,
Good
that's the move.
I was
That makes
considering it.
sense.
Mm-hmm.
A solid pick.
It makes sense as a 101. Everybody here loves mashed potatoes, and that would have been my number one side dish right
It's like
there.
a franchise quarterback. Good job, JL.
Yeah, not everybody loves Kirk Cousins, but mashed potatoes, yes.
You ever take mashed potatoes and throw it inside of a roll and then eat
Oh, yeah.
Of course.
a mashed
gotta
potato
do-
roll
you
gotta-
sandwich?
yeah.
Do the mashed potatoes, corn, and gravy, and mix it all
You
together.
ever been to
And
preschool?
It's delicious.
Not in
That's
a
where I
while.
learned how to do that.
Actually, yes, I was at one today, dropping my children off.
Also, and Scott Fish said throw some cranberry on there as well, but it has to be the artificial canned
Hawaiian
cran.
roll.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Tim, you're up. JL took mashed potatoes with the first overall pick.
Yeah, it's a great pick. I was considering that for my first overall, but seeing as that is now off the board, I've got to take care of one of the most important positions on this roster, and that is the head coach cooking my turkey, and that is none other than Andy Reid. He's the only person that can do it. He's the only person that can do it.
How's he cooking it?
Oh, he's frying it.
Deep fried. Andy Reid definitely deep fries, which is delicious.
In the
That's my
garage,
favorite.
probably. Like he's doing it with the door closed.
Yeah, but he's done it so many times. Like, there's no way this can work. And he's like, trust me, trust the process.
wait.
And it's like the best thing that you've ever had. He lets that puppy cook to perfection. So Andy Reid, easy pick for me here.
Stands over it, seasons it with his mustache a little bit.
Oh
and
yeah, dude,
steps
you gotta
back.
get a little bit of the garlic powder. That's probably there.
What if he's like the waiter at like the Italian restaurants that offer you cheese?
Say when.
Say-
Oh, but he'd have to do say when.
You're getting an Andy Reid seasoned turkey at Tim's house. So we've got one side dish, Andy Reid seasoning his turkey. Also, Matt wants to know, you wouldn't fear he eats it immediately, Tim?
That's a great.
Oh,
point, Matt.
you think he's bringing one turkey? Get out of here.
That's his turkey. He has one to
Yeah.
himself.
You got to warm it up. He's been eating turkeys for the past 4 weeks.
giant
He's got
truck
a-
pulls up halfway through?
He eats
That's the Appa turkey.
apple turkey.
We had the answer to the question from Swamp earlier, letting us know. We actually did pretty good. We got Sam, Stroud, and Tua. We just didn't get Josh Allen or Jared Goff as the other two. Joey, you probably had Goff sitting there. You may have even said it and we didn't hear it.
Yeah.
And I'm thankful for Joey's
I mean,
honesty.
I've said his name so many times, it makes sense. Yeah.
It counts. Joey, you're on the
How's
clock.
this Samaje Perine doing, Joey, by the way?
Hey, listen.
He did something last time they
He's
played.
doing. If Denver would give him the ball, if you look at when he has the ball in his hands, he's just not getting the ball. But he's performing quite well. Every 2-minute drill, the Broncos put him in, they win games. So
Feels like getting the ball is a pretty important step.
Yeah.
and that's the problem is they're not giving him the ball.
Samaje Perine has a Sean Payton problem.
Don't we all?
He might be coming to dinner with us. I don't know.
Joey, it is your pick. Who are you drafting here?
I was terrified Tim was taking my pick, and all the way up until he said the coach's name. There is not a coach that I want to cook my turkey more than Dan Campbell deep frying my turkey.
Yeah.
I think it's
Use
the
another
move.
option.
I think he'll put his whole fist in that turkey and just lower it into that deep frying bucket, and like he won't even need to use a hook. So yeah, it's Dan Campbell deep frying my turkey.
Then he just takes it out like this and he holds the turkey up. He's like, does this look good? Does it need more time?
Just carve it off here. I just need you guys to believe me. I'll be there for you.
If you cut too close to my flesh, eat my flesh.
I'd do anything for that, man. I'd dive into the deep fryer after the turkey was done. All right, we got Dan Campbell and Andy Reid. I didn't expect two coaches in the first round, but I do think maybe there's a tier break after those two coaches when it comes to the coach that cooks your turkey. You're going to have to at least fry in it. I don't know another coach that's going to fry a turkey as well as either of those two guys. Jay, you are on the clock. Mashed potatoes gone. Andy Reid and Dan Campbell cannot be on your team. Who's it going to be?
So I was tempted to go with Andy Reid or Dan Campbell, but I've got a sleeper that nobody's thinking about for coach that I think I'm going to say for the very last round. I am going to go with one Mr. Travis Kelce for NFL player dinner guest for two reasons. One, I want, Kansas City barbecue. Yeah, I'm sure he's got some fantastic recipes. And obviously, he's going to bring Taylor Swift with him. Who wouldn't want Taylor Swift at their Thanksgiving dinner? So 2 for 1.
You think Taylor would go to dinner with you all instead of just to her own family?
Yes.
It was reported that Taylor and Travis are spending Thanksgiving together. So I fully give into that logic, Jay, that includes Taylor Swift because that has come out. And I'm really mad at you for making that pick because I was going to get a sneaky free Taylor Swift at my Thanksgiving dinner. And instead you came in here.
About that.
I thought when I got past Tim and Joey that I was in the clear on that one, Jay. And then you come in here and sneak that.
Even Kate, my daughter, loves Taylor Swift, so I'm going to be the best dad ever. Have Taylor Swift at dinner.
Joke's on you. They're having Thanksgiving at Andy Reid's place, and he's with me. So
right on cue, Scabers. There's nothing like a good mustache garlic butter basting.
I mean, you missed a huge opportunity there. You said in the clear. You should have said, I thought I was out of the woods, and you missed it. And I'm just disappointed in you.
That's 100% on me. That's
Simon, I hope there's no bad blood.
See, Jay gets it. He doesn't even work here anymore.
These are our Taylor Swift songs.
Well, this next pick is so good that it's better than revenge on you guys. I am going to pick my former player for my Turkey Bowl quarterback. And let's be real, any NFL player is going to give my team enough of an advantage that we will win against my cousins. So I don't need to pick based on quality of player. Just insert NFL player. So we're just trying to have fun. And Gronk and I are showing up blasted at 10 a.m. to absolutely manhandle my cousins on the Catholic Church soccer field in the snow where we're going to play the Turkey Bowl football game. Gronk's going to show up ready to just run shit on that field. He's not pulling punches because he's old and retired, and these are Midwest Catholic kids who went to private school and haven't lifted a weight in 4 years.
Forever.
Sounds like over.
So he's playing quarterback.
And if they're watching, that includes me. Miss you guys. Gronk's playing quarterback. Gronk is going to be my quarterback in the Turkey Bowl. You don't think Gronk can throw a football 10 yards down the field?
He probably could, but
Gronk catch football.
He catch football. Yeah, dude. Like, come on.
Gronk football.
I'll just tell him reverse catch it.
Oh, that's gonna stop time, dude. You
He's
can't
gonna,
mess with that.
He's gonna get so confused by that.
Continuum.
Also, Matt said, caveat, if anyone picks Patrick Mahomes, he's bringing Jackson with him.
Oh, God.
As the NFL player dinner guest there as well. All right, and then I guess I'm on the turn here. So I've got another pick. I'm going to go with another category that hasn't been picked yet. I'll take the first pick in 2 different categories. And we're having sparks fly at my toast. We are going to have someone who's going to incite some drama. Stephen A. Smith is going to stand up and just call hot take after hot take about my uncle, about my aunt, about my grandma, about my sister. And when he sits down, everyone's going to be yelling. We're going to shortcut the nonsense and cut straight to the drama. And Stephen A. is going to deliver it for us.
That's a good one.
Mhm.
That's a good one.
Good one, but I hate it.
How's your
I
family
hate
going to
it.
take that?
Oh, they're going to fight.
They're going to fight Stephen A. Smith.
You think they're just going to sit there quietly? No,
That's
they're going to have
wonderful.
some words back to say to Stephen A. Smith. And
Are
that's
they
what's gonna be
clapping
fun.
back, or are they just are they just like taking it?
Well, it's also he's going to get people yelling at each other too. Know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like he's going to take some shots that's going to get Aunt Cindy yelling at cousin George, and they're just going to start yelling. These names are made up for the protection of family members involved.
Having Aunt Cindy, you scared me for a second there. How'd you know? You're talking to me.
All right, so Gronk and Stephen A are part of my NFL Ultimate Thanksgiving. Jay, we are back to you. Everything except for your dinner guest is available. What are you going with?
So this one might be a little controversial. Some people say that it is not a Thanksgiving side. I say it is. It's my Thanksgiving. Go with mac and cheese for my Thanksgiving side, and not just any mac and cheese. Not out of the blue box. You got to go with the baked mac and cheese that you boil the noodles in chicken broth, and then you get the crap. What is it? What's the big block? The Velveeta. Melt that. Put a whole stick of butter in there. You put all different kinds of cheeses and paprika and pepper and
a little bit of Andy Reid special.
little
You're like,
Horseshoe,
what?
yeah.
he comes in and puts that right in the end, and you get the nice crust on the top from the bake, and then you got
And then you stomp it like grapes.
right.
Right in
Well,
between
that's how
each
you get the chicken broth. You stomp the chickens to get the chicken broth.
Stomp it like grapes and then put it right on the table for everyone to eat.
That's how you get Miller Lite. You just filter that.
I'm not having this fight. Macaroni and cheese is fine, and it's delicious, and I will eat it as a side wherever you put it. And so if it's a Thanksgiving, it's a Thanksgiving side. I'm with you, Jay. And it's up there with mashed potatoes as far as versatility goes.
Whoa. Let's not get out of hand.
And as far as
Settle down.
versatility goes here, all
Settle
right?
down.
I'd rather have mac and cheese than mashed potatoes, to be honest with you.
Oh, get off them.
And I do love some mashed potatoes. Like, I'm not hating. Just
Mix them together and then dump applesauce in there as well.
ooh, that sounds good.
It's very good. Before we get into Joey's next pick, Jay's got Travis Kelce and macaroni and cheese. Swamp had a question in here for us. Wants to know who should he start, Sam Howell or Tua this week? And it's so important. This is half PPR in case either of them catches a pass.
Tua is scoring 6 touchdowns receiving this week, so I'd probably go Tua with that information.
Tim's going Tua. Joey, what are you doing?
Yeah, it's Tua. I don't want Sam Howell against the Dallas Cowboys. No, thank you. I might take my nap during that game because I'm pretty sure how it's going to end.
With Sam Howell having -4 fantasy points after his 18th interception of the day.
He might get sacked. I don't want to exaggerate. He might get sacked 7 times on Thanksgiving. Like,
you said
could happen.
You said on Thanksgiving.
on
The Giants had 9 sacks this past week against them. So
See, it's not a crazy number.
No, it makes sense. I'm going. Is anybody going Sam Howell this week, or are you all going Tua?
nope, Tua.
Poor Sam.
Sam
with the
could
tough
get it
matchup.
done. Let's not act like Sam couldn't get it
Tua-
done, but I'm with you. It's just too risky to throw.
Tua is
Sam
playing
out.
against the
Wow.
Jets, which is tough as well. But we saw last week, Josh Allen was able to get it done too again too.
But it's the first Black Friday game, and they're going to be so excited about the crazy deals you can get at your local Best Buy that they're going to be playing out of their minds.
Does Best Buy still exist?
It does, and it's really refreshing to walk into one if you haven't in a while. It'll send you back about like 12 years.
Do they still have like 6
God.
rows of nothing but CDs?
No.
Not CDs. No,
Is Best Buy a time machine?
Best Buy is
Best
the
Buy-
time machine.
Best Buy recently just announced that they are no longer carrying Blu-rays, DVDs, or 4K discs in their store anymore. So therefore, Best Buy is dead to me. And I hope
I was
that
gonna say
they
Joey has
shop.
announced that he will
Just
no
like
longer be
Circuit City.
shopping at Best Buy.
I will
They're
not be
replacing
shopping at
that
Best Buy.
with exclusively Squishmallows. So go to Best Buy for all your Squishmallow needs.
Basically.
Good to know.
Joey, you're on the clock.
Yes. I want to take my announcer here, and I want to take someone that always warms my heart when I hear his voice, whether it's during an NFL football game or during the Masters golf tournament. It's Jim Nantz.
That's a good one.
The toast.
That's so good, Joey.
My dad, he was up there for mine. My dad played golf with him in high school.
Oh wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
No
Yeah.
way.
That's
Yeah.
really.
Did I know that?
That's
I
a
think
super
so.
fun fact.
He would start his toast with like the hello friends, and you would just feel so warm inside. It'd be a good toast.
Joey, that's an excellent pick. We went very different routes with our Thanksgiving toast. I'm just all right. Well, Tim, you are on the clock. Andy Reid's cooking your turkey, but nothing else has been decided about your ultimate NFL Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of just want to follow Joey and give another different perspective on toast. I'm actually going to go with let me find him. Andres Cantor. He is a Telemundo. He specializes in soccer. He is the guy who spent 38 seconds shouting "goal" on one of Carly Lloyd's hat tricks. So I'm hoping that the toast has got to end. It's like, give me a roll.
And everybody's sitting there waiting to eat while he's saying roll for 10 minutes. It's like,
you can have side bets on how long it's going to take. Like,
Dan
give me the
Campbell's,
over.
licking his fists.
three different toasts. I think. I don't know how you're going to get a fourth different energy in there, but
I put that in there just so when we're looking back at it, everybody has a frame of reference for who that is in case they don't recognize the name.
None of my family speaks Spanish, so
Well, I do. I like that your Thanksgiving dinner is bilingual. It's kind of warm. It's very welcoming, Tim.
Oh yeah. And I spelled Nance wrong. That's my bet. I spelled it Nance like, oh, Nance.
Oh, Nance.
It's not like Larry Nance.
That's my bad, guys. We got one more question in here before we get to JL's next two picks. Daquan wants to know, should I start Brandon Cooks or Calvin Ridley this week? Like the show. Well, we like you. And John Luke, who would you be starting?
Great question, Daquan. Should I start Brandon Cooks or Calvin Ridley this week? I'm starting Calvin Ridley. I know it was I was surprised the minute he caught that touchdown last week. I was like, yeah, good for you, Calvin. He needed it. I think he'll do fine this week going against the Houston Texans.
The Texans.
The Houston Texans. Jay, who are you starting here? Brandon Cooks or Calvin Ridley?
You know what? It's really close, and I agree with everything that JL said, but I'm going to go with Brandon Cooks. We saw last week Tommy DeVito threw like 6 or 7 touchdowns against this defense, so I wouldn't be surprised to see Brandon Cooks have a big game, catch a touchdown, and a couple of big passes as well.
I think I'm going to go Calvin Ridley as well here, but it is close between the two. Joey, I see you nodding your head. You're going Calvin?
Yeah, I was wondering what was going to happen come out of the bye with Jacksonville, and Calvin Ridley and Trevor Lawrence getting on the same page is definitely a good step forward for the Jacksonville Jaguars. I also want pieces of this Jaguars-Texans game. I think it might just be the best game of the week because both defenses are decent, but they're not great. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to a shootout there, hopefully.
And CJ Stroud's occasionally been throwing for like 5 million yards a game.
Yeah,
CJ Stroud is good.
Sneaky important game in the South.
It is.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody would have expected it at the beginning.
They're both sitting there up near the top. This is an oddly important game between the Jaguars and the Texans. Well, JL, you need to follow up. Go with your next pick. Where are you going?
I thought for sure Tim was going to take this pick when he started winding up in the first round, and then Joey right after it. I thought he was going to take this pick. Taking Mike McDaniel.
Yeah.
Turkey cook. I don't even know why. I just want him there. I just want to hang out with him at Thanksgiving. I don't even know if he's that good at cooking turkeys. I don't care. I'm not even going to eat the turkey. So
the good news for
totally
you is
irrelevant.
you don't have to care how well they cook the turkey at all.
He's definitely his is definitely like a rotisserie turkey in a giant oven because he needs the motion pre-eating. He's got to have motion.
Gotta have motion. He needs to see it.
Pre-snack motion.
He seems like the head coach most likely. Go ahead. What?
We said pre-snack motion.
Oh,
That's pretty good.
Go ahead, Joey.
I was gonna say he seems like the head coach most likely to put the turkey on his head and do like a dance.
Oh.
Entertain everybody. Like he would do that.
With his Rolex.
He rounds the corner with it on. Has anyone seen the meat thermometer?
It's got glasses. And somehow his
That's
hair.
a great pick.
Oh my gosh!
All right, Mike McDaniel's the first pick, and then the second pick. I'm going to go announcer as well. We got a little announcer run here. I'm going to go with a voice where I hear it and I immediately recognize it regardless of context. Sometimes it confuses me when it's in the wrong context and I hear it. I'm going with Charles Davis because no matter the second I hear his voice, I'm inside of Madden. I'm playing Madden and I'm happy.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. That's a good pick. I thought you were about to say you were inside of him, but Madden works as well.
It could be, depending on whether he accepts.
In his vocal box, having the chords resonate around my being, I become one with the game Madden and one with Charles Davis. He and I are together. Just living in his vocal cords, having them resonate your entire being.
Trying to flip down.
I like Charles Davis right next to. Oh, it makes me feel like I should put something underneath him that he says. No one else gets any qualifiers. Well, JL added Mike McDaniel and Charles Davis to his team, which means, Tim, we're back to you. What's it going to be?
Does the NFL player have to be currently playing? I'm guessing that's part of it. Okay.
They can, I mean, currently act. They can be injured. You know what I mean? Like if they're injured now for the season, that counts. Just
they can't be former.
Yeah. All right. So in that case, I'm gonna snag a player. There's something super important about being able to sneak off with your cousins and go for walks.
When I know it.
And I feel like one of the people that I wanted to. I feel like one of the people that I would have such a chill time with outside of just the Turkey Bowl would be Marshawn Lynch. I want him at my Thanksgiving because he is a Thanksgiving aficionado as it is. You've seen the mic'd up thing where he goes back to Oakland and he's hanging out turkeys for Thanksgiving. He's already the man. Give me Marshawn Lynch for that Turkey Bowl team.
Oh, he's showing up, and he's going to roll up on his golf cart, come out, throw a couple touchdowns, and then get out of there before the second half. He'll win that game for you in a half and leave and meet you at home.
Heck yeah.
It feels like he's an aficionado of everything. He could be.
Mm-hmm.
Have you seen the video of him? He was on like some science show. I don't know what it was, but the guy puts liquid nitrogen on the ground and he starts freaking out about his shoes. And the scientist's like, "Oh, I'm sorry." And he's like, "I'm just messing with you, man." He's the man. Excuse him. I like that pick, Tim. Andy Reid, Marshawn Lynch, and Andres Cantor on Tim's team, which means, Joey, we're back to you. You need an NFL player dinner guest. You need a former player as your quarterback, and you need a side dish.
Yeah. I'm actually going to take my quarterback here, and I'm going to take someone else no one will take, but there's kind of a reason. I've got Jim Nance here, and I kind of want his partner there too, so I'm going to take Tony Romo. Okay. Jim knows someone at the table now, so he's not just like the weird guy at my Thanksgiving dinner. So like he's got a friend there, which is important. And then they would probably have some good banter during dinner to entertain everybody. So yeah, I'm taking Romo. And I love Tony Romo. So
Tony Romo's a Turkey Bowl MVP kind of player. No, like he's sneaky. He's gonna bend the rules. He's gonna yell foul. He's gonna like that. That dude is perfect for a Turkey Bowl with like your cousins.
He's like predicting who's gonna go for seconds. And
he's just slugging Coronas since he's got that deal with him already. Like that's a great pick.
You find like 14 empty bottles by his chair.
She's like, that's Aunt Debbie's 14th Michelob Ultra. She's about to walk into the garage and smoke a cigarette.
and do this as soon as somebody walks in.
just starts calling plays. Tony Romo added to Joey's team, and he's going to kill it in the Turkey Bowl. Jay, we're on to you. You've got Travis Kelce and macaroni and cheese.
I mean, what else do I need?
It's pretty sick.
So this one, you know what? I said I was going to wait. I can't wait anymore. I'm too excited about this pick. Does the name Bob Wiley ring a bell for anybody?
Nope.
Bob Wiley, if you remember a couple of years ago when the Cleveland Browns were on Hard Knocks, he was the guy with the huge gut that every time he would say, "Hook," he would jump up.
I remember him.
That man knows how to cook a turkey. I want whatever he's having. That man knows how to cook. In order to have a belly that's bigger than I am, so I'm going with him. And he's actually an XFL coach right now. So
he looks like a Muppet. He looks like someone took the Swedish Chef and then fed him about 50 more Swedish chefs. And then we got Bob Wiley.
Is that also Andy Reid?
He looks more like obese.
No way. Dude, what?
No, but that mustache is beautiful. And you're getting some good mustache seasoning from him as well.
Mm-hmm.
He was the star of that Hard Knocks.
100%. And I just want to see if it happens. Like, when he talks, if it's like,
It's the guy?
Yep.
That's the guy.
That's the guy right
That man knows how to cook a turkey.
Dude,
You're
that's
not
just
wrong.
Andy Reid. That's so crazy.
That's Brown's Andy Reid.
He looks like the guy that did the voice of Cogsworth in the Beauty and the Beast. Like that's who did the voice. That guy right there.
He just looks like if
Definitely
Cogworth
related to
into a
Wilford
human.
Brimley. You can't tell me otherwise.
Yeah, it's Fat Wilford Brimley. That's exactly.
We've
Guys,
now got Bob Wiley added as a coach to cook the turkey, which means we're
Yeah.
back to my pick. Andrea likes that pick, Jay. She's
Thank
a
you,
fan,
Andre.
fan of adding Bob Wiley to the squad. You know what? I guess I can wait on coach, but I kind of want to just take him here. I'm waiting to the 5th round because I don't have to compete with anybody. So I'll take my dinner guest here. Wow, there's 2 different routes I want to go. This guy, he needs a place to go for Thanksgiving. He's always switching homes, running all over the place from city to city. Like, how does he even know whether he needs to go to the stadium in Cleveland or the stadium in LA or the stadium
Probably
in Tampa?
It's beautiful.
Baker Mayfield, you can come to my Thanksgiving. That's a home. So Baker, just don't worry about all the stress of figuring out which stadium you actually live in and where dinner's going to be. You can just come hang out at my house and we can have dinner together. It'll be cool. You can't see the quarterback though, unfortunately, because I've already promised Gronk that he can be the quarterback. So you can play, but you're just gonna have to be a receiver or something.
See, charity is important this time of year.
Yeah, exactly.
He's got like a wildly Thanksgiving themed name as well. Baker Mayfield Mayflower. Like that's eerie.
I bet you his middle name's Poinsettia.
Cornucopia.
Baker Cornucopia Mayfield.
I was gonna say there's no way you have first name Baker and don't know how to at least make a decent pie. Like I'm sure he comes with a good pumpkin pie or apple pie.
Oh, without a doubt. What is his middle name? I feel like I've looked this up before.
Ooh, Glenn. I bet it's Glenn.
Oh, it's Reagan. It's Baker Reagan Mayfield.
Oh God. I'm too busy.
Even more Thanksgiving themes.
Stephen A. Smith is gonna get him riled up.
Oh yeah, that's a good combo. Having those 2 guys at dinner together. That toast is just going to be 10 minutes of roasting Baker Mayfield.
Oh my God.
While Gronk drunkenly laughs in the corner. Giggles at the kids' table.
He's not even giggling at the adult conversation.
Can't get him to come to the table because he wants us to keep coloring.
Truck.
No.
Someone
You come
runs up,
here.
it's Gronk. One of the little nephews runs up because Gronk stole his Hot Wheels.
Gronk chases after him full speed.
Gronk ate all the chicken tendies. Where'd you get those?
I thought those were nuggets. All right. Well, Jay. Oh, wait. It's still my pick.
I mean, I'll
right?
pick if you want. That's cool.
No, I've got one more. Okay. Then I'm going to take my side dish here, and I'm going to take. Do I go boring, but you need it, or do I go with my favorite?
Go with your favorite.
Green bean casserole. Welcome to the party.
Okay.
Good choice.
I love a green bean casserole, and there's more classic ones. I spelled casserole wrong, and that's okay.
Casserole.
Casserole. We're a little bit fancier here in Texas. But the green bean casserole is creamy and delicious and upsets my tummy for days to come, but I eat it every time because it's so good.
You have the one that you put cornflakes on the top of them?
No, we do crispy fried onions on
Gotta do
top.
fried onions, cornflakes.
Try it. Don't knock it till you try it.
Well, here's the thing about a cornflake is it's just like worse than a crispy fried onion. That's the only problem. So I would have to ruin an entire casserole to try it.
Well, you're wrong. That's okay. But it's I love the crispy fried onions too, but telling you.
Next time I visit, if I ever visit you, Jay, we'll have
I was gonna say next time it's gotta be a first time.
All right. Well, Jay, that puts you back on the clock. You and your cornflake loving ass. Are you going with your turkey bowl QB or your announcer? It did sound a little racist, but we're all friends here.
Yeah, it's not a show if I don't start choking laughing. You know what? I probably don't have to because I don't think anybody's gonna take hot Cheetos on top. I like it. Let's try that.
I'd eat it.
The former player turkey bowl quarterback is a twofer because he has a connection to Thanksgiving. I'm going to go way back with Cordell Stewart / the original because I want a guy that could do it all over the field. He was one of the first guys I ever remember, seeing a quarterback run and be able to go out wide. And you young bucks probably don't know this, but think it was like 98, 97, 98. Steelers were playing the Lions on Thanksgiving, and they went to overtime. And Jerome Bettis, when they said, heads or tails, said tails. It was tails, but the referee thought he said heads and gave the ball to the Lions, and the Lions wind up winning. And it was this whole big thing. So that's like one of my favorite Thanksgiving football memories. So, talk to him a little bit about that as well.
You get some memories in there along with getting to play football with someone that you grew up idolizing. That's a pretty cool pick, but I'm going to be honest, Jay, you were right. I'm too young. I don't remember. I don't remember, and I'm taking your word for how sick that would be. And
I'm older than Jay. That never happened.
Actually, Joey, I made it up.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Yeah. It's pretty
Jay's like, oh shit, was that a dream? Oh wait, that was in Madden. Jay, all he's got left now is the announcer to give the toast to Joe. We're on to you for your 4th round pick. A dinner guest or a side dish? What's it going to be?
I'm going to take Damian Pierce as my side dish because he's so handsome. No.
I was wondering who was going to do something like that.
Yeah, no. Can I take green bean casserole with the cornflakes on top for my side dish?
Yeah, you can.
No, I'm not going to. I am going to take I'm gonna take my side. I'm gonna take my side dish. I'm gonna take deviled eggs. It's my favorite Thanksgiving food. I hold my family record. I ate 23 halves one Thanksgiving, and the girl that I was dating
Second
at
place.
the time later that evening because the car ride home was
Because you couldn't get 24. I would have been disappointed too.
she was good.
She said my ex could eat 27 deviled egg halves, and his dick was bigger.
Joey, how are
Mostly
the
the
deviled
eggs.
eggs in Baltimore?
What?
How are the deviled eggs in Baltimore?
They were not good. No, I don't think it was the eggs. I really don't, guys. But you guys keep crapping on my gas station hard-boiled eggs.
You were the one that was crapping.
The way you said gas station was like gosh dang. So I thought like you said my gas station eggs makes me want to start saying gas station instead of like gosh darn or something.
Gosh, don't.
Yes,
I'll have you know, in the new Netflix motion picture, The Killer, the main character gets gas station hard-boiled eggs, and he's just an assassin. So that just makes me cool. A lot cooler than you guys.
That's true.
Tell him about the next morning when you woke up.
Oh.
Tell him that story.
Yeah. If you think it could come out of both ends, it came out of 3 ends. I found out I had a third end I wasn't even aware of. It was bad. I was
You did
puking.
not make it to the bathroom.
I
Like a
did.
beautiful
I didn't make it to
little
a
fountain.
wedding. I barely made it to the airport.
But here we are on Thanksgiving
Hitman.
Eve.
Hitman.
Assassin.
Or was I assassinating people in Baltimore? Guess we'll never know.
We don't need your help with that.
That would be a good cover. Sorry. The eggs give me diarrhea. No one would ever question you. Andrea in here says, I remember. So you got some backup. But Scamper says that only happened in Dark Knight Rises. Jay.
I almost went with Heinz Ward, believe it or not. That was my other
That was a
choice.
good pick.
All right. Well, Tim, you are on the clock after Joey's pick of deviled eggs.
Yeah, and I think I'm going to try and hop on this Swift train here. And Jason Kelsey seems like a cool dude, so give me him as a dinner desk. He's a successful podcast.
Nice.
He could help us out, expanding the front yard fantasy reach. Genuinely loved watching that special.
That was really
great
good.
guy.
Me and
Great
my
guy.
wife watched it.
Yeah, and he truly just seems like he would be a lovely person to have
For
over
sure.
for dinner. He would say thank
Absolutely.
you so much to your mother, and he would
Oh,
give
yeah.
a firm handshake
Oh.
to your father, and he like all,
You
all
would tell
the
him not
things.
to bring anything, but he would still bring something anyways.
Oh,
So
he'd definitely, and he'd be so happy about it too.
Yeah.
He'd just be like giggling a little bit.
I know. I had
He'd
to.
give you a bottle of wine, but it would look like a Michelob Ultra can because his hands are so large.
And for the rest of the time that you know him, he'd be asking you about every single one of your family members.
Oh,
that he met that day.
Plus, if you have a buffet style, which I know a lot of people do, he can tush push me straight to the front.
There's one slice of turkey left. Jason, go!
Tush push, go!
Grandma gets pulled out of the way. Sorry, Guma.
You try to playfully knock somebody over and like throw him over the couch.
See, I feel like he's kind of like the tip of the tush push boat. Like he's not
He's the-
pushing any pitches.
He's the linchpin that makes
Yeah.
it work, though. Him
Yeah.
getting low
Yeah.
and him knowing when the play starts is the reason that it works for them. So he's getting Tim that leverage to get the final pieces of the turkey.
It's getting grandma to cross off guard. Or
But Jail, you're
off
right.
sides.
Andy Reid and Marshawn Lynch got to be behind him pushing.
Which is pretty good too.
All right, John Luke, you're on the clock, and you have 3 blanks. 2 of them you got to fill up. Your dinner guest, your Turkey Bowl quarterback. Oh, those are your only 2 blanks. I lied to you.
Yeah,
Fill them both
2.
up.
Just 2, yeah. All right, I'm going to start with the NFL player dinner guest, and this feels chalk, but genuinely, I think he's just going to really bring the energy. I'm going Jamal Williams as my dinner guest. Yeah, he's going to be confusing the heck out of my relatives. I have no idea what he's talking about most of the time.
Naruto Uzumaki.
He would definitely come in a full turkey costume as well, like without a doubt. One of those ones that blow up, so he tries to sit down and it all deflates.
But also wearing a Naruto headband
Yes.
Oh, easily.
on top of the turkey outfit.
And I'm going to tell him to do all these things before he comes. I'm going to ask him, hey, by the way, wear whatever you want.
Can you wear all of your ridiculous anime stuff?
Yeah.
Step ahead of you.
Can we talk anime the whole dinner?
Tell him to bring his Switch, and you guys,
Yeah.
you guys just sit there playing video
Hogwarts
games.
Legacy.
Mike McDaniel's trying to talk to you, and you're just like, "Hey, now I'm freaking busy."
Charles Davis is announcing it.
That'd be sweet.
John Luke casts Wingardium Leviosa.
And we're all just eating mashed potatoes. It's the only thing at my dinner. All right, then the last one for the former player Turkey Bowl QB. I'm going with the man who can bring them all together, who can host this beautiful crew. I'm going with Pat McAfee.
Ooh,
That's a
that
fun one.
that's
That's
a
a fun one.
really good one, JL.
It's a very good pick. It's going to be weird though because he never sits down at the table.
I know he's just standing the whole time in his tank.
And his shirt's off, just like
I was gonna say you might get some armpit hair in your mashed potatoes, but it's all right. Don't ask him to reach for anything across the table.
he keeps looking behind me to talk to all the college kids, but there aren't any of them there.
He just gets confused and keeps going.
Dude, your fake punts are going to be off the chart if he's playing quarterback as well.
Oh, God.
He goes out there, they're never going to know what you're doing. JL's team is finished now. The first team finished. He's bringing Jamal Williams to dinner. Mike McDaniel's cooking the turkey. Pat McAfee is his Turkey Bowl quarterback. Charles Davis is going to give the toast, and they got mashed potatoes out the wazoo at JL's Thanksgiving. Tim, it is time for you to finish out your team here. What side dish are you bringing?
So I'm sure this is going to be controversial, but I would like my side dish to be beer.
I'll allow it.
On Thanksgiving, that is a side dish, I think.
Absolutely.
Because you wake up and they're like, oh, would you like a bagel and a beer at 7 a.m.?
That was the best thing I've ever had, dude. Like, absolutely.
Would you like 6 beers before the dog show that starts at 10 a.m.?
Of course, how else am I going to get into it? Like,
Tim takes a beer as his side dish.
Tim
Joining
is the dog
Andres
in
Kent.
Here's the contest.
Tim, what group would you be in? The sporting group, the toy group?
it depends on how many beers I've had.
You and Gardner Minshew.
Tim, too many beers, Tim ends up in non-sporting.
There's definitely a peak, though. Like, I'll
Just
add a few beers in there.
A few beers, you might run out with the Terriers. All right, Tim's final team. Jason Kelsey's coming to dinner with him. Andy Reid's cooking the turkey. Marshawn Lynch is your Turkey Bowl quarterback. Andres Cantor, a.k.a. the guy who yelled, "Go!" for more than 30 seconds, is given the toast, and the side dish is beer. Joey, we need a dinner guest to wrap your team up. Who's coming with you?
Yeah. So listen, the holidays are all about a time of making amends and kind of patching up, fights and things that may have happened in the past.
No.
No, I'm not going to pick Carson Wentz. I'm not. I'm not gonna.
No, I know who it is. I know who it is.
On August 17th, 2007, this person worked out with the New Orleans Saints. He was a slot receiver in high school and college, and he did get a workout with the New Orleans Saints, so therefore he's an NFL player. Kenny Chesney will be joining me for Thanksgiving this year, and we're going to just put all of our differences aside and have a wonderful meal together without wearing shoes, probably.
Kenny Chesney. Oh, wait,
Does he wear a
I
shirt?
put him in the wrong spot.
So
He was never cut, Joey?
he worked out with them, and he did not make the team, but he played with NFL players, so I'm qualifying it, and I'm part of this team, and I get to make decisions too.
JL come then.
Joey, you know what? You said that with such confidence. We will allow you to draft Kenny Chesney as the NFL player that's coming to dinner. So Joey's final team, the NFL player coming to dinner with him is Kenny Chesney. The NFL coach cooking the turkey is Dan Campbell. The quarterback for his team is Tony Romo. He's going to be sliding that ball all over the place when nobody's looking. You got Jim Nance giving the giving the toast before dinner. And everyone's just shoveling deviled Thanksgiving party afterwards. It's everyone. Jim Nance, deviled egg farts, man. You telling me like he's gonna rip them, dude.
You're not gonna want to blame him.
Smells a little Nancy in here.
Nance.
I got Nance in my pants.
Hey, there it is.
All right, Jay, you need an announcer to give the toast. Who's it gonna be?
This has been really tough because I have two that I want to choose. And I was texting Joey earlier about it. I originally was going to go with one of my favorite sportscasters of all time, Gus Johnson, just because he's one of the best to ever do it. And the one-liners, go bam and hot sauce. And I can hear him all. It would just be beautiful. But
gas
free that stuffing. I'm going to go with Will Ferrell as Harry Carey, because I could only imagine with that theme of Thanksgiving what he would come up with. And he already thinks the moon is made of cheese. So
I know I would.
Wait, so these didn't have to be announcers, like NFL announcers?
Harry Carey is.
He's an NFL announcer.
He's not NFL, but
It just says announcer.
It does just say as announcer.
You could put and or Gus Johnson if you want.
I'm sure Harry Carey called a football game at some point.
Jay, we let Joey draft Kenny Chesney as an NFL player. That guy at least talks about sports.
Let Joey draft Kenny Chesney.
My backup was Mike Evans. I'd have probably been happier.
I think it's just a plot, talk all this hitman talk, and then he just wants to get him in the house.
So we got Herms in here. So Jay's absolutely killing this right now. Cordell and Mac and Cheese absolutely cares. But said, damn, no one picked stuffing. Travesty.
I almost went one-on-one stuffing. What a mistake that would have been.
I'm not a stuffing guy.
I got away with beer, so
I'm more of a stuffer than a stuffy.
Simon, naughty boy. Naughty boy.
Why not both?
It just made me think of Thanksgiving.
Richard in here said Simon with the green bean casserole was winning it for me until Tim said beer. Skipper said Joey's party is the most pungent. Gus Johnson is my favorite. And Andrea said that gross egg farts. I fully agree with you, Andrea. That gross.
No, I think it's because Kenny Chesney, he's one of those guys that doesn't use deodorant. He's like one of those natural like musk guys.
Deviled eggs only.
Yeah, deviled egg. Yeah, my party's not gonna smell good.
You're very oily skin.
I guess I got one pick left here. I need to take a coach to cook the turkey. And I'm taking someone who can probably teach me more in an hour together in the garage cooking the turkey than most people could in a lifetime. It's a guy that I genuinely look up to as a human. In spite of him being the coach of my least favorite team in the NFL, Mike Tomlin is coming over. And I'm standing by him the entire time he's cooking that turkey. He's going to teach me not only tips about the turkey, but there's going to be life lessons tucked in there. And then a couple of moments where he yells at me to go grab something.
Bro, he's going to be so sick of your ass. He's so sick of your ass. Go get me a beer.
Why is he asking me to baste this turkey so often? Just do it every once in a while. Relax.
Kid keeps asking all these questions.
So Jay's final team, Travis Kelce coming to dinner. Bob Wiley as the turkey cook. Cordell Stewart is throwing passes during the turkey bowl. Will Ferrell as Harry Carey is the announcer giving the toast. Mac and cheese is the side dish. Baker Mayfield is coming to my Thanksgiving dinner. Mike Tomlin's cooking the turkey. Gronk is throwing passes, slinging bombs on the field. Stephen A. Smith is slinging bombs in the dining room. And then green bean casserole is all we're eating. We're going to put these up on Twitter and in the Discord. What'd you say, Joe?
Those are the bombs. They're throwing the green bean casserole.
Well, someone's going to throw some green bean casserole at Stephen A. before it's over.
Gronk is going to throw the green bean casserole.
Gronk like onion.
Gronk want cornflake.
Before we go, each person pick one team besides yours.
Mine.
That you think would win. And then say something that you're grateful for, and then we'll jump out of here. John Luke, you want to go first?
I'll go first. All right, one team, NFL team or
Yeah, pick one NFL team that you think is better than all of these. No, pick one of these 5 teams that isn't yours that you like the best.
I think Joey's team is gonna nobody's gonna be able to defend because they're just not gonna be able to figure them out. So I think Joey has quite an edge here.
Tim, which team's your favorite?
I'm liking JL's. I think it's well rounded. He got Mike McDaniel as one of my top picks. Jamal Williams is fun. McAfee. I think it's a well rounded team, and then Mashed Potatoes just an icon on the field. So it's a good squad.
Joey, where are you going?
Yeah, I'm gonna go with my brother. He pulled both Jason Kelsey and Andy Reid off my lists, so I had those guys on my list. So I like his team a lot.
Jay, who are you picking?
I'm going to go with JL. I think he's got like you said, probably one of the most well-rounded teams. Mashed Potatoes and Mike McDaniels were on my short list, so he did a really good job.
Mashed Potatoes and Mike McDaniels are
What
our
else?
holiday album.
And that's what I'm thankful for, Mashed Potatoes and Mike McDaniel.
Facts.
I'll give it to Tim. The Marshawn Lynch coming out there. He might even play the turkey bowl in a golf cart. Like he might not get out of the golf cart.
You running over people?
and then beer.
Undresses there in the side of the golf cart, just screaming.
No!
Is that guy excited? Nope, he's sad.
Also, Herm's in here saying, no one asked, but my family is eating the Popeyes Cajun turkey this year. We'll give a review, thoughts for anyone curious. I got
Herms.
I'm sure it's good.
I got one of those a couple years ago, and it was delicious.
I was
It
gonna
was
say
so good. It was phenomenal.
I can probably smell your turkey from here, Herms.
And I can smell you from here, but that's just because I love you. Guys, that is going to be it for us today. Take one more look at these teams, and then we are going to start prepping our stomachs to shove our faces full of so many mashed potatoes, deviled eggs, and green bean casseroles that we won't know what to do for at least a week until approximately next Thursday, whenever you see us live on here again. Jay, Tim, Joey, JL, and myself,
Simon.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. And I truly am grateful that I get to do this show with you guys. On good days, on bad days, it makes me happier every day, and I appreciate each and every one of you. Some more than others. You can rank them in your head as you see fit.
Well, we already did.
But I know we didn't go through and say what we're thankful for, but I did want to say I'm thankful for you guys, for the FYF fam. I know technically I'm not a part of FYF anymore, but you guys
literally, not technically.
No, technically.
Yeah, I'm just
but you guys and the FY chat will always be family.
Facts.
We appreciate you, Jay. And everybody in the chat, we are so grateful for you guys, and that every day you come in and hang out with us. Every week you come by and stop and play some games with us. It's truly
Except
special.
for you know who you are.
Scampers.
That is going to be it for us today, though. Make sure you check your lineups because we got games all day tomorrow. Get ready for some Black Friday football as well, and we'll see everyone next week. Go Dolphins. Go Ravens. The Browns should just keep losing at this point because they don't have a quarterback. And Jay, I don't know how you feel about your Giants, but until next week, we are out of here. Any final words from anyone for the chat before Thanksgiving?
Cornflakes.
Yeah. Just everybody have a good one.
Go ahead and crack that beer right now. Work's over.
Should I end it, or anyone else have anything else to say?
I think I'm most thankful Jay's not here anymore. Like, that's not good.
Joey, you gas station.